In this problem, we are trying to add two fractions that don't have the same denominators. And there are some steps we have to take to solve a problem like this. In fact, there are kind of a lot of steps, and it can feel confusing at first. But if you do these steps often enough, pretty soon they become automatic, and this gets a lot simpler. So let's just walk through all the steps on this one pretty slowly and take some time to practice this. So the steps here are first to find the least common denominator. We've got a 6 and a 9. We need to find the least common denominator. Then we multiply those fractions by something to make common denominators. And once we've done that, then we can add. But how do we do that first step to find the least common denominator? Well, there's some steps here to do that. First, you list the multiples of each step, or of each denominator. Then you pick the smallest one they have in common. Okay, so that's the step we're on. We're going to find the LCD. We have 9 and we have 6. So to list the multiples, this step right here, we're going to count by nines for 9. So 9, 18, 27, 36. And let's stop there. If we have to go further, we will later. And let's do the same thing for 6. So 6, 12, 18. Aha, I can stop because I've got 18 in common. That's the smallest thing that they have in common. So the LCD is 18. So now we're ready to move on to step number 2, which is to multiply these fractions by something to make common denominators. So I've got 5/6. What do I need to multiply to make the bottom 18? I need to multiply by 3 because 6 times 3 is 18. And if I do that to the bottom, I have to do it to the top. So 5 times 3 is 15, and 6 times 3 is 18. So 5/6 is the same thing as 15/18. And that's really what they want us to do down here. So I'm going to fill this in as 15/18. Okay, let's do the same thing to 1/9. What do I have to multiply the 9 by to get an 18? Well, that would be 2. And I'll do the same thing to the top. And we get 1 times 2 is 2, 9 times 2 is 18. We get 2/18. So I'll fill that in here, 2/18. All right, so now our problem of 5/6 plus 1/9 has become 15/18 plus 2/18. And because the denominators are the same, now I can just add the top. 15 plus 2, that's 17/18. And that is our answer. So that is how to walk through the steps to add two fractions that don't have common denominators.